Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. If you're not watching this live, whatever the case may be, if you are, happy Sunday. Chris, how's it going, man? You had a good weekend?
Not long enough.
Not long enough. It's never long enough. Roll Tide, Eric. Happy to have you in here. You guys know the drill. We need all the Bammers and all the Gumps in here, so please do us a favor and like, share, comment. If you're watching on YouTube, share the link. We're going to be doing a live Q&A tonight, so as Chris drinks out of his invisible cup.
I bet you can't. I bet you have no clue what cup that is.
I don't. It's green or blue.
It's my leprechaun cup.
There it is. I was about to say it's green or blue. I promise you.
There it is.
Kind of. Anyway, I hope everybody had a really good weekend. It's wild that it's almost Monday already, but that's the name of the game. Howard, we're gonna get you squared away, Howard. I promise.
We can get you squared away tonight.
Yeah, it's still not showing you as a member, but we'll get it figured out this evening. For those of you wondering what Howard's talking about, he's talking about our membership packages. We have two packages, one being upperclassmen, the other being lowerclassmen. If you watch my last video, it gives you access to certain perks, things like that. A lot of people knew that this Q&A was coming up earlier today because they're members. They got an exclusive short. You get access to exclusive items, exclusive merchandise, exclusive emojis, lives, members only chats, and the real kicker is you get to watch live games with us during the season. So if you've got it in you, please consider becoming a member. What's up, MJ? I know why MJ's in here. MJ's in here for one reason only. We're about to talk about it. I know why he's in here. Roll Tide, Rick and Bonnie. This is Q&A. So let me get that off the screen. Sorry, everybody. A little out of practice because we've been doing regular uploads. Q&A, the way this works is we're just popping in here to talk, to chat with our followers, with you guys. We love you. One of our favorite things to do is engage with you and talk with you. And so if you got questions, they don't necessarily have to be Alabama related. You want to know the best, I don't know, the best.
I'm gonna drink out this cup every night.
Ask away. But I'm going to go ahead and hey, there's Jeff.
Poor Jeff.
Jeff's probably working. Poor guy.
I'm sure he is.
But there's a lot of football news going on. Fall camp. Bama practiced today on Sunday, which was pretty cool. Yeah. But anyway, Chris, how are you feeling about what you've seen so far out of fall camp, man?
I kind of like the intensity that the coaches have.
That's kind of
that's the biggest thing. I don't think there's going to be. Hang on, I got to toss some keys. I
Wait, did you say kids or kids?
Both.
I gotta toss the kids.
Little kids wearing Auburn shirts.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
No, I'm enjoying the intensity. I enjoy the fact that they kind of let it all out. You got music playing at practice, and I enjoy the early morning practices because a lot of people don't understand that, when you wake up in the morning early, your body is pumping out nothing but all of these endorphins.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets the organs going. And, like me, you get up in the morning and you 2 energy drinks and 800 milligrams of ibuprofen on an empty stomach.
Good to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah, man. That's sounds like the Army, dude.
Oh,
Bonnie's got a question. Rick and Bonnie got a question. Number one question for all campus: how's our snapper doing?
Better than Ohio State's.
Better than Ohio State's. I don't know if you guys saw the tweet I shared, but somebody was at Ohio State's practice during the open media period. And I guess Seth McLaughlin snapped the ball straight over the quarterback's head as they were tweeting out. Taxes, death, and Seth McLaughlin and bad snaps. Those are 3 things you can always count on.
Yep.
But I haven't seen anything with us. I think we're doing okay. So, all right, here we go. Got a good question. This is a good question. Because I know a lot of people are wondering about what's going on with AK Deer. The safety kid from North Carolina. You're talking about Jordan Young. Bama's pursuing him. They need a safety right now. With losing Eric Smith, that's likely what Eric Smith was going to play at Alabama. That's what he was recruited, or excuse me, Derek Smith. In the video, I kept saying Eric. Eric is his brother. Derek Smith. So Alabama's pushing hard for Jordan Young. Jordan, I believe, was favored to Clemson, but that's before Alabama jumped in the mix. And so apparently there's some smoke there. A lot of the big guys are talking about it. So we'll see what happens as that rolls along. AK Deer, why hasn't AK Deer committed? Everybody's like, what's going on? We need this commitment. We need him. We need him. AK Deer's coming. I believe, and this is just talking to some folks, I believe that there's potentially some logistical holdups with AK Deer that they're kind of ironing out. I could be way off base here, way with Forays off base here, but I think AK Deer he's a lock for Alabama. He's coming unless somebody offers him, a mill and the starting running back job. He'll be in Tuscaloosa when it's all said and done. So just be patient there with AK Deer. He's coming. But MJ, Eric, I'm not gonna put that comment up, but I think that might be the case there, buddy. Which, stay in school, guys. Get more. So rolls out.
Don't be like us.
Hey man, I stayed in school.
You got a cute dog. A little shepherd. Australian shepherd.
A little Aussie, yeah. Anyway. This was the question I was saying.
I don't think that's the case right now.
I think some things might be shifting. There's a little bit of smoke. I've seen a lot of people who've been right about a lot of things saying that there's a 5-star coming to Tuscaloosa.
Yep.
Very soon, a commit coming very soon. And then, just with the tweet that, what's his name, Wilt Fong from On3 put out earlier about Khalid Lockett, the way that was worded, he wants to go somewhere. Lockett has said he wants to go somewhere where they're putting first-round talent in the draft. If you look at Alabama and
I don't see any other school doing it.
And Texas, it's definitely Alabama. But then something else that nobody's really talking about, the fact that, and I know that they've kind of predicted him to Texas, but that wasn't really brought up by Wilt Fong. So I don't know. We'll see. I know I'm laughing at that too.
Yes.
$1 in the Lockett. Everybody wants to know about Khalid Lockett.
That's it.
I think he's still probably heavy Texas. I wouldn't read too much into it, but it's hard not to, man, because there's some smoke, and sometimes where there's smoke, there's fire. But I also don't want to set myself up for emotional failure, and I don't want you either.
You're already set up for that.
So what else we got? Ty Jackson. Yeah, Bama's still fighting hard for Ty Jackson. Ty is not committing till later in the season, like fall. So sorry, I got distracted by the comments. I don't know what that is. Can you decipher that while I'm answering this question? That's supposed to be. I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? I know how to figure it out, too.
Oh, that's a good idea. Go to YouTube.
Hit it there right now.
Yeah. But yeah, Ty Jackson, Alabama's still really they are in play for Ty Jackson. I believe Florida State, some other schools are in play for him. Let's look and see where Ty is favored right now. I just can't remember right off the top of my head. Seminole Ridge linebacker, 4-star, 91 rating. Yeah, he's got Georgia's interested, Florida's interested, Florida State, Penn State, Alabama. But he won't be committing till later in the fall. So that's going to be kind of a long haul type deal with Ty Jackson, but definitely something Alabama wants. We talked in our last video. Let's see, y'all got to unlock it yet? We just talked about him. MJ. Yeah, there's a lot of smoke. There's a lot of smoke around Lockett all of a sudden. It came out of nowhere almost, but that Wilt Long tweet kind of had raised some eyebrows just the way it was worded. But we'll see. I believe he commits in 3 days. So I think Lockett is probably still Texas, but I would not be surprised if he ended up at Bama.
Look, I gotta interrupt. Kayla, what is that? Is that a medicine? Oh, that's the Khalid Lockett jar. That's exactly what that is.
Well done. Well done. It was so good we didn't get it. So good we didn't get it. Yeah, Richard Young really showing out at practice. Yeah, Xavier Brown too. I don't know if you guys saw, but he also showed up at practice with had a cast on, a little bit of an injury, but it didn't keep him off the field.
Hyperextended middle finger.
Shout out Ricky Green. He was sending me practice updates all day. So we knew that one early on.
Yep.
But yeah, Eric's right. Ty Jackson's going to be a signing day decision, so we'll see. But it's possible. That's very possible. That's actually a really good point, Eric. If you really want to talk about like who's putting the most talent into the NFL in terms of wide receivers, there's 3 schools you talk about. It's Alabama, Ohio State, and LSU.
That's it.
Not Texas.
Speaking of the NFL, have you seen the top SEC school earners in the NFL? Like the total earnings of current rosters? It's like Bama's leading with like $532 million.
Yeah, it's insane.
And then the second closest is like $200 million behind them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Alabama, when it comes to like putting guys in the NFL, they're dominant. There's nobody in college football close.
Tim said Alabama by a lot.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Right now, definitely, man. Recruiting's just kind of wild right now. I will say this, and you guys aren't going to like this. Auburn's on kind of a tear right now.
They are.
Yeah, don't let it get you down. Don't let it upset you.
I don't think they get upset about Auburn being on a tear, but they get upset about the in-state recruiting.
Well, that's the thing, man. And I get it. It's frustrating because you want Kalen DeBoer to come in and dominate the state of Alabama. You want him to come in and win every single recruit. That's not realistic because all these guys in this class had relationships with Nick Saban. And so just like with the transfer portal, when the job opened up, you're going to have a lot of guys that are like, nah, they're going to go to Auburn instead. And even the best player in the state, Auburn's not getting him. And listen, if you have Auburn fans telling you they're going to get Naeem Offord, just block that person because they're an idiot.
You might as well.
Or they're trolling you or trying to mess with you. Here's the thing. In terms of like the state of Alabama, DeBoer knew he wasn't going to come in and win the state's recruiting class in this 2025 recruiting class. He knew he wasn't going to. Does he have to do it next year? Yes. Does he have to do it in 2027? Yep. But you're already seeing it. You're already seeing that happen. So don't. He's got the puzzle pieces that he needs in this offense to make it work, to make it run, because everything he needed was already there, right? Everything he needed was already in Tuscaloosa, so he's not having to do a complete overhaul and rebuild. Like people want to act like Alabama lost all the time. They're still fielding 4 and 5 stars all over the field at every position. Not only that, the positions of struggle like center or we were all like, what are we going to do about place kicker without Will Reichert? They go and get freaking Nicholson, who the best kicker in the country. Then they go get the best center in the country in Parker Brailsford. They're going to be okay, guys.
Here's a good one right here.
No, no, I don't.
Cunningham's a lock. He's a lock regardless. It doesn't matter who comes. I mean, I love hearing that kid talk too in interviews.
Caleb Cunningham?
Yes, sir. He's country. He's not as country as Leggett is from South Carolina, but he's country.
Oh, Leggett? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Leggett, I love hearing him talk. Yeah, they're going to do that because you guys, like, look, if you let it get to you and you engage, they're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Listen, what you have to understand about Twitter, because that's where the majority of these conversations are happening. Twitter is a cesspool of dumb people, okay? Yep. And so what they do is they get bored, they get on Twitter, you can say whatever you want, it's the Wild West, and so they just want to piss you off. And look, there are some Auburn fans that believe they're going to get him. There's Auburn fans that still think they're getting Juju Lewis. And they're going to have to settle for Deuce Knight.
So, yeah.
I mean, look,
Auburn fans, they're doing everything they can to cope.
But and this is, we talked about this a couple shows ago. Like, yes, like even if Auburn put together the number one class, I don't know why I just started talking like a kindergartner. Even if Auburn put together the number one class, what are you that concerned about? Yes, their fans are going to chirp. They're going to be loud. Auburn fans are loud for no reason. They always have been. They got nothing to back it up other than Cam Newton and Bo Jackson. But he did that at Ole Miss too. And he didn't even win an SEC championship.
No, but he did beat Nick Saban 2 years in a row.
Did he win a natty? Nick Saban got beat by Hugh Freeze 1 year and won a natty. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Go win the playoff. Actually, go make the playoff, and then we'll talk.
Make it. That's it.
Make it. Because I'm telling you, yes, your class looks really good. I think Auburn's sitting at like number 5 right now. There's a long way to go till December. Somebody just said it. If you think for a second Alabama's not still recruiting Derek Smith, you're done. You're done. There's a long way to go till sign day.
Not checkers. until their name is there.
It's so funny watching their fans because it doesn't, like, as soon as smoke hits around somebody, they jump on this guy like he's the best guy in the world.
Yep.
He's the best. And then they wash their hands of him. I posted a freaking one-handed grab screenshot of Ryan Williams today, and it got ate up by Auburn fans. Oh, Cam's better. Cam Coleman's better. Like,
well, look,
the tweet had nothing to do with them. They're so insecure, man.
Who threw the bad pass?
Oh, it wasn't Jalen.
I know, but I mean,
in the background, it was Ty that threw it, bro.
Man, it's just wild that what Auburn fans, they jump on anything they can, and it's like you can't have a rational conversation with them. That's right.
Boom, boom, baby, boom. Anyway, don't let yourself get riled up by Auburn fans. Instead of sharing their crap, share us.
That's it. Yeah, we remember the last Bama fan that got riled up by Auburn. Updike.
Oh yeah, don't be Updike.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't. But then again, don't be an eye man either.
Look, we piss Auburn fans off a lot, and so yes, Eric, they did, and the reason they did that is because they realized by Alabama offering the brother, there's the benefit of those two getting to play together. So Auburn's like, crap, if we want to keep the commitment, we got to offer them.
Yeah.
So monkey see, monkey do. Follow in Big Brother's footsteps. So something else I want to talk to you guys about with this class, because
what are you doing?
I'm talking with my.
Are you in the middle?
I'm really excited, and I keep hitting the table, and so I'm like super excited. But anyway, sorry everyone. Something else, and we talked about this a few shows back. Definitely go back and watch it. I'll put it in the description once we're done. But the media, the sports media, even On3, all these organizations, when they over sensationalize something, it gets clicks, right? And that's ultimately the game. Get clicks because clicks equal dollars. Yeah. So if they make a big deal out of Auburn winning the majority of the state recruiting battles, which, yes, it's a significant story, but when you really look at why they're able to this one season, it's not that significant. When you really put it into perspective, it's not. But when they were able to post that or post a graphic showing Auburn getting all these guys from the state of Alabama, and everybody shares it and clicks on it, and Alabama fans are like, hey, but wait in the comments, they're just going to continue doing that. Then other media outlets are going to do the same thing because it generates clicks, right? So don't interact. What Kalen DeBoer and company have done is they have modeled this class almost to a T after Nick Saban's 2017 class. If you go down recruit by recruit, they're recruiting the same tangibles, the same positions, the same ranked players. It's kind of nutty. It's really weird, actually. If you got, and we broke that down a few shows ago, and we all know how good that 2017 class. He had Tua, Najee, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. Like, don't stress out about it. Don't stress out about it.
Nope.
And look, when it comes to Auburn in terms of their 2026 and 2027 class, or anybody really, there's a lot of dudes that aren't. That's a year and a half away till signing day,
right.
Till early signing period. Like, don't let these dudes don't let these dudes stress you out. That's all I'm saying. Don't let them stress you out. There you go. Bingo. And it ain't over till December, really. I mean, February.
Right. It's not over. Really, the landscape of football now is not over until it's never over.
No, because there's
with the transfer portal and yep.
Anyway, ask us some more questions. Eric, I got it. Thank you, Eric.
That's it.
That's true, guys. That's true. We're less than a month away from Alabama football.
We've made it. 4 more Thursday night shows.
That's wild.
Yep. And we that number 4, we get to start doing our picks.
We do. It's coming up. There you go.
We'll need to bring some guest pickers on every week.
Yeah, we will. I've got some guys in mind. Here, to this comment too. Look, a lot of these schools are they're just throwing bags at kids. Like, hey, we'll pay you this much to come. We'll pay you this much to come. Here's the thing: that NIL fund, it is it's not a sustainable resource if you don't use it correctly. So you have to use your NIL strategically. And that means looking at it 3-4 years in advance, because you may not have the funds this year or next year that you have this year. You may not have the funds in 2 years. If Oregon goes and lays an egg with this class they're buying in 5-6 years, or God forbid Phil Knight passes away and they don't have that funding anymore, because Phil Knight came out and said it. I'm not dragging him. Phil Knight said it. I want to see Oregon win a national championship, so he's funding them. So that money goes away. All of a sudden, Oregon can't buy the same caliber class, and so they have to be more strategic and picky about who they go after. So anyway, that's just me. That's just my thoughts. I'm excited.
We're all excited, right? I'm excited. I can't tell you how excited I am.
I'm really excited, dude. I mean, it's crazy that it's.
I know you're about to knock your lamp off the table.
Okay, hold on.
You worry me. I keep seeing it shake. It's like, what are you doing?
I do got to be careful, man. We got a tropical storm coming through. So
no, I don't. That's
tornado warnings.
Don't act like that's a big thing, man. I've been dealing with that all my life.
That's how dedicated I am to you guys. We're under a tornado warning, and instead of seeking shelter, I'm doing a show.
Did they tell you to seek shelter?
Mm-hmm. So
you literally whatever county you're in has a tornado warning?
Yes, that's why I was just looking at my phone.
No, it's okay.
Make sure I don't die, man.
He's in the basement. He's got the kids up there sleep.
Yeah, we've seen this play. Yeah, that's a good point too, Eric. We've seen this play out with Texas A&M. Yeah. They did it a few years ago, and look at what's happened to them since. Fired Jimbo Fisher. Haven't won the SEC. Nope. Haven't made the playoffs. Haven't won any kind of championship. But they do got weird traditions down there in College Station. I'm in Florida, Jimmy. Don't stress out. Yeah. Get a lawn chair and pop a beer. No, I used to do that, and then I wrote out the 2011 one there in Alabama, and no, thank you. I won't make that mistake again. I used to do that a long time ago, but if you lived through the path of that Tuscaloosa one in 2011, that kind of changed your view on tornadoes and what they.
No.
I learned that night or that day, like, it don't matter what you do. If it's big enough and it's your time, you go on, bro. What are our chances with Lockett? There's another one for the Lockett bucket.
We got $2 or $3.
I'll tell you this. I would put it at 30%, but growing. And here's the thing. In college football recruiting, a lot of times where there's smoke, there's fire. And I have seen some legit people say that, and of course, everybody's got to be cryptic and nobody wants to actually put the information out there, but
nope.
I'm guilty of it too. I'll be honest. But, there's a 5-star going to commit to Alabama soon or this week. Well, look at the 5-star that's supposed to commit this week. It's Khalil Lockett. And so we'll see. I still think he picks Texas, but he picks Alabama, man. That's going to set this fan base on fire. And y'all are going to drag Auburn fans, and I can't wait for it. Yeah. I'm going to bookmark so many tweets.
Well, here's the thing.
Sorry, man.
Russell's pushing really hard.
He is pushing hard. That's a good point, Chris.
Yeah, that's what you got to look for. You don't see Arch Manning or anyone, on social media pushing to get him there. I mean, the most famous backup in NCAA history.
No, don't get me started on that guy, man.
We know you love him.
I would box Paul Feinbaum. I would seriously get him to
say that.
Yes, he announces on Wednesday, Jimmy.
Yep. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
The 7th.
Yeah. Not a lot of guys actually give a commitment date. And so some guys just do it. So I don't know that anybody else is committing this week. I do think that Auburn is going to probably land a guy this week. It may be Deuce Knight. They may get 2. We'll see. But in terms of Alabama, AK Deer should be coming any day now. So just be patient and wait on that. Like we talked about Todd Jackson, he's not committing until early signing day. The only one I know that's committing this week right now is Lockett. And keep in mind that they're not signing anything until December. So this is just verbals and, people could flip away from Alabama to Alabama. It's a ever evolving situation.
We could lose all of them. You never know.
Maybe, Eric. Maybe, we did say, one thing that's kind of the I can't say that, but one thing that's kind of the quote or the rule in recruiting is you follow the visits. And I was very adamant leading up to last weekend that if he showed up at the cookout in Tuscaloosa, he was coming to Alabama. If he showed up in Austin, he was going to Texas. Well, he didn't either. And so it was kind of like, okay, well, what's he going to do now? It kind of threw everybody for a loop. We can look that up, Zach, and we'll post it later. What time he's going to commit, when he's going to.
I'll see. I'll look right now and see if he's posted.
Don't engage with him, Howard. Don't engage with him. Off-brand Feinbaum. Nah, Feinbaum's actually got a legitimate following. Barry's just got. Yeah. He's just good at pissing people off on Twitter.
Let's see.
Where are you getting this, Eric? Tell us your source. Is it like your dentist or your dentist's nephew? Tell us, Eric. We want to know. Anyway, anybody got questions that aren't recruiting? Fall camp's going
on. He will announce he's doing it live with 24/7 August 7th at noon Central Time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 247 is going to screw that up. I don't know if you guys saw that. I've been watching their live announcements, but they're doing a terrible job.
Yeah.
So, y'all think Ryan Williams starts? So that's a good. Well, that's it. Hold on, Chris. Hold on. I think that there are going to be packages specific for Ryan Williams. I don't think he's going to be a starter, but I think it's going to be very hard to keep him off the field.
I think he's going to be number 2 somewhere at one of those positions on the chart.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
I don't think he'll start, but I have a feeling that once they put him in and they get a taste of them, then they're going to be like, well,
yeah, yeah. Jimmy's got a good question here. End of the season. Ty Simpson, Austin Mack, or Dylan Lonergan, who's the guy and who's transferring out? So it's going to be Ty Simpson's job after Jalen Milroe. That's almost a given. I'm sure they'll hold some kind of competition. I believe that you may keep Dylan Lonergan or Austin Mack. One of those is going to go. If I had to guess, it's going to be Lonergan. He's been on that squad for a long time waiting. Yeah. If he doesn't get the starting job next year.
But you never know, really. I mean, you don't know. It depends on who shows up and shows up.
Yeah, I mean, but ultimately, it's going to be Ty Simpson's job. I think if you've been watching Ty Simpson, when he gets playing time, when he got playing time last year, and then I've been keeping an eye on him in fall camp. Ty Simpson he's coming along, and then you also have to think that the year after that, you're inserting Keelan Russell into the equation, and Keelan Russell is going to be very difficult to keep off the field. He might be a starter as a freshman. Worst case scenario, he sits in here. And so, yeah, I mean, we're probably going to lose some quarterback recruits, but that's all right. There you go, Zach. Exactly.
Right here, Jimmy asks, who is returning kicks and punts?
Ryan Williams or Kendrick Law.
They may put Mbakwe in there to return some.
Maybe put Jalen Milroe in there.
Wow, so I'm going to say this. He would start real quick. He would truck people.
He would. He would also get hurt. Yeah. It's Mbakwe, Ryan Williams, or Kendrick Law. One of those guys. Certainly one of those guys. The secondary. I saw a really cool point about secondary. There it is. Yeah, from DE Alexander. Roll Tide, by the way. Lang, thanks for jumping in. He's not that concerned, and there's a reason for that, because no matter what happens, this is a very young secondary, and the guys that are not seniors, but they're senior to the underclassmen, they're going to take some time to kind of mesh and get their feet underneath of them, and so that's going to take a game or two, no matter what. So you've got to see what they look like now, sure, for Western Kentucky, but then you've got to reevaluate them, week 2, week 3, before you go into the SEC meet of your schedule. You got Georgia coming to town. So there's no reason to be overly concerned. You've got plenty of talent at DB. They're a little thin at safety, but I think it's okay. That's why the Derek Smith thing kind of stinks, but that's also why they're going after Jordan Young. So we'll see. I don't know. But I'm not super concerned about it. It's just if you're picking a position for Alabama this year that you kind of want to go, and put a question mark over it, it would have to be the secondary, just because they lost so much in the transfer portal. But it's still a bunch of 5-stars back there. So, coachable guys. DeBoer's got the right person back there. Maurice has got him squared away, man. I just wouldn't stress out too much about it. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely. Xavier's not going to be out, man. He's dinged up, but he's going to play. He returned to practice with a cast on. He practiced.
I don't think we'll see Hale this season.
You're not going to see Hale this season. Yeah, I think he had surgery. He's going to be out for a while. But you want to keep an eye on him next year, because that dude's legit, really legit.
Oh, did you get to this one from Jimmy about the away game? There you
go. I don't know, man. Let's bring up the schedule and talk about it.
Where you got it? You got it somewhere?
It's up here already, man. I'll leave it on here just in case.
Just in case.
So there we go. Pull that comment down for me, Chris. If you don't mind.
I'll get you.
Tennessee, probably. Tennessee and Oklahoma are the two that I would be most concerned about.
Yeah, but then LSU, man.
Well, Alabama's always they play well at LSU, to be honest. But
I would say I'm more worried about Tennessee than anyone.
Yeah, I just damn sure don't want to lose to Tennessee because they're insufferable. But Tennessee's going to have, and I know nobody likes to talk about this, Tennessee's going to have really good quarterback play this year. I forgot how to say his name, Nico.
I'm going to leave you.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave you.
Yeah, something like that. I am Olivia or whatever. He is. He's legit. He's a day one starter. The guy. I don't know if you watch interviews with him too. He's cool as a cucumber. I mean, that's yeah. I don't know what's going on at Tennessee, but those guys are recruiting the hell out of some quarterbacks right now. But Tennessee would be the one I'm most concerned about. I think Wisconsin early could be a little tricky, especially with it being an 11 o'clock game. But I think Alabama will win that one at least by 2 scores. Oklahoma is the other one that bothers me just because there's a lot of unfamiliarity there with going there. Hold on. I got somebody calling in. We might put them on the show.
Really? Who you got calling in?
Hey man. Hey, we're doing a live right now. No, you're on the air. What's up?
Is it?
Well, you're about to be. It's our
recruiting. Is that Nick Saban?
Yeah, it's our recruiting.
Not
what
Jay
you got
Will.
for me, man? Give me a nugget.
If anybody, you don't really know Jay Will, guys, he hadn't been on, but when it comes to recruiting,
oh
this
yeah,
guy,
yeah, probably.
He's in the
it's
middle
a little
of
bit more than a slap on the wrist. Hey, give me a little recruiting nugget I can share with all the people watching right now. I said, give me a recruiting nugget I can share with everybody that's watching right now. Okay, all right, cool. I'll talk to you.
I gotta go.
You want to guess what he said, man?
He said something about Khalid Lockett.
He said, keep an eye on Lockett. He said, we're all on Lockett watch. That's what he said. So maybe there is some smoke there. Maybe there's some smoke. We'll see. What are the comments looking like? I see.
We missed a few. Let me see. Quit touching buttons.
About Lockett. I did. We need a Lockett. We need a Lockett jar graphic.
We need it now. Let's see. Tim had a comment. And he's on to something. But
yeah. I mean, Tim, I don't disagree with you. I just think Tennessee can be tricky on the road. That's going to be a very intimidating environment. But to Brock's point, an area of concern of me going into the season was the defensive line and quarterback pressures. I don't know if you guys have listened to. Sorry, I just saw Jimmy saying the quarterback's last name in the chat. It's funny. I don't know if you guys have listened to Coach Womack and what he's been talking about, but there's the potential of having. Oh my goodness, let me look it up and make sure I tell you guys all the right thing. I tweeted it out earlier. A package that includes. Oh my goodness. Forgive me, guys. I just got to find it. I want to make sure, like I said, I want to tell everybody the right thing. Yeah, here we go. There's a package that could include Jihad Campbell, Deontay Lawson, and Justin Jefferson. And don't forget, you've got guys like Keon Keeley. I do think Alabama's pass rush is going to be insane. It's good. It's going to be a nightmare for anybody to have to, game plan and yeah, we've been talking about this for a while, Brock, tonight. Everybody wants to know what Khalid Lockett's going to do. We just got to be patient. They do offensively, Eric. I don't know about defensively. It kind of feels like they've just given up defensively. I tell you, he gives me listening to him on the field. I get Nick Saban vibes listening to him holler, man. Yeah, and so I'll take.
He's out there. He's out there showing them what a real man is.
Yeah, I'll take
95 degrees in his hoop.
I noticed yesterday he didn't wear one. He wore a short sleeve.
He probably died, man.
Yeah, he's probably dropping weight too fast. He woke up, his calves were cramping. He's like, damn, I'm dehydrated.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Which LT Overton did return back to practice, everyone. He was injured up a little bit. That's probably why he was sitting, but he did return back to practice, so nothing to worry about there. Yeah, me too, Brock. Absolutely.
Well,
yeah.
A lot of people, this is the defense that he ran at South Alabama.
Yes.
And he had a hell of a defense, but he didn't have the talent to, he didn't have the talent to execute. So, whose house did they go in and beat a couple of years ago?
Who's South Alabama? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was somebody, but he I think with the talent he's going to have on the field and in the design of this defense, we're going to see him cause problems for everybody.
Yeah. Jimmy Clapper actually got in some playing time with the ones today. He said Oklahoma State. Yeah, it was Oklahoma State. Yeah.
Boy.
Right. Boy. Yeah, just back to this really quick. Yeah, he got some playing time with the ones today at practice. So they're definitely working him in. Brock, this is another guy that Coach Womack's been talking about, just is really coming along. So it's a disgusting cornucopia of riches on the defense there. Damani Jackson is another one. I think Damani Jackson is, he's one of those guys that may take a game or two for him to just kind of get the system under him, playing with a bunch of new guys. But I mean, the guy was a 5-star guy coming out of high school. He wanted, he had it down between Alabama and USC, picked USC probably for a bag, ended up at Alabama. Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's going to, he'll be on the field a lot. He'll be a big time playmaker. So, yes, we talked about this earlier. So death taxes and Seth McLaughlin with bad snaps. And hey, I heard some folks talking about Cole Adams today, calling Mr. Reliable. And so, I mean, it's kind of wild because all these guys are just, they're really making names for themselves throughout this fall camp. And, something else to think about, or if you didn't see it, Coach DeBoer was talking about Jalen Milroe and how these last 2 days he's seen him make the biggest leap that he's made so far. That should scare everyone. It really, really should. Caleb Odom, yeah. Dude, just look. I want everybody to take a second. Go through the chat. Just scroll up through the chat and look at all these names you guys are posting and talking about, right? And then think back to 4 or 5 months ago, or 3 or 4 months ago, when all the media was telling you, well, Alabama doesn't have the dudes anymore and they're not going to be good anymore. Stupid, man. Stupid. Knee-jerk, sensational reactions. Yes, Eric, I agree with you. He will be. Absolutely. Chris, do you want to tell them about memberships again while we have a –
Yeah, let's talk about memberships. Did you ever make that graphic I talked to you about making?
I did. Let me get it up here. I put it on a video. Well, I would like to show them some of the merch that's coming.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, look, this stuff will release to our members only first. They'll get first access always to new merch. The store's not live yet. We're working on it. Everybody be patient.
Yep.
But we've got a line coming out called Just Waiting on the Tide to Roll. This will be great stuff to wear during the work week while you're waiting in between games. We're going to have hoodies, hats, shirts. The image is going to show the design on the front, but it's actually going to be on the back with our logo on the chest pocket. Same thing with the hoodies. But yeah, I want to get what y'all think in the chat.
I mean, that's
watch them all say it sucks. They're like, that's terrible.
Yeah, this sucks.
You guys are stupid. I'm not buying that.
I hate this. I quit.
Just everybody starts unsubscribing.
Unsubscribe.
Don't do that, guys. Please don't do that.
No, not at all. But
I think this working hard.
They haven't. I mean, you've really, and I think we're going to roll out some special limited editions around the holidays.
Yes, Halloween.
Yep. Christmas, St. Patrick's Day. Your birthday, St. Patrick's Day.
It's not my birthday, guys.
Oh, my bad.
Also, with memberships, you get access to special emojis. We're in the process of making a ton more of these, but we already have some player numbers and stuff. They look like this. And you get to use those whenever you want to react to things. Other people can't.
Yep.
I strategically picked that number because everybody on the show is immature. And so let me see if I can't find this, Chris.
You may be able to, but what do y'all think about emojis for members that have our faces on them?
Nobody wants my face.
They love our faces.
I don't think so. They probably wish we were back on Spotify where they didn't have to look at us.
I tell you, that boy,
my face.
That boy's got a face made for radio.
Me. That's about me. I'm trying to get this to work, man. Hold on.
Well, apparently,
This,
you
guys,
have
this is an unprepared Q&A live, so we're all just kind of flying by the seat of our pants,
just winging it,
big slanging it. I gotta be careful.
Brock, I'm working on getting a special guest to come on and sing Dixieland Delight live.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah,
all right,
definitely.
It's uploading. Here we go. Chris, welcome through it, buddy.
Come on. All right, our underclassmen, you know, you get loyalty badges, exclusive emojis, member only live chats. You'll have early access, like it says, to new videos, monthly giveaways we're going to do, and member only shorts. Now, the upperclassmen, you're going to have access to all of that. But then, you know, you're going to have member shout outs. You'll see member only live streams, game watch parties, and early merch access. I'm not sure what's the cost on the memberships. Do you remember? I don't remember.
One's $4.99 a month, and the other one is $7.99 a month.
Okay.
So, and you can do that via YouTube.
And I know some people have had trouble, I think, getting. No, we didn't. I don't know exactly. I don't know if you've seen Alabama lately, but no. But
wait,
we're gonna.
He has those emojis too.
Did he steal our emojis?
He stole our emojis.
Dang it, Kyle!
I may have stolen from Kyle. I might have to repurpose them then. I don't want to copy him. That was not on purpose. I promise. No, got you, bro. Sign up for a membership. I got you. I will make your profile picture an emoji tonight.
That's it. That's it.
But
that's
funny. Anyway, get Willie on here.
Hang on. I got a text that got me pulled off to the side.
Yeah, I get that. I understand that.
But no, we're gonna do. Of course, we're gonna have game watch parties. You'll get to see live game reactions. And you know, they're free, Willie.
There they go, cutting up, man.
Yeah,
they couldn't make it an hour.
Yeah, nope.
To put some of y'all to bed.
But no, we're gonna push some things. If we can get the membership, you know, if we can get it up, we're gonna do a lot of member only lives.
Yeah, you'll also get member only shorts, and those will be like breaking news. You'll get a lot of that stuff before everybody else. That's not to say if you don't become a member, you're still going to get the news. Like, we're not going to deprive people, because if not, you're just going to get it from somebody else. But yeah, we'll release it to members, 30, 45 minutes before everybody else.
And who is it that said that's been having trouble purchasing the membership? Howard. We're going to somehow, when we get off of here, we're going to do a video and post it up, because YouTube and Apple has some kind of tiff going on, and Apple wants to charge like a 30% tax. So you have to, if you're going to do it on an iPhone, you have to log in, if I'm not mistaken, on the Google browser.
No, you should be able to just log into your. You can use Google to log into YouTube via the app.
Well, right, the Google app, the browser app. No, like if you're on the YouTube app on your iPhone, you can't. That's right, Zach. You can't do it. I've tried it. What we got?
I don't know what they did to you, bro.
They did something.
Oh my gosh. What do y'all think if we land Turbo? If we land AK, I think he transfers, honestly, or flips, not transfers, but flips his commitment. There was some smoke about a month ago about him flipping over to Ohio State, and that kind of seemed to be the general consensus that if we land AK Deer, which we are, it's coming any day now, that he would potentially flip, because that running back room is stacked, and all you're going to lose this year is Jam Miller. And so, he's going to have to compete with Justice Haynes, Richard Young, AK Deer for playing time, and nobody that good wants to be fourth string. And he may transfer back at some point in time, but yeah, he's going to go somewhere where he can play. So that's my thoughts on Turbo. I could be wrong. He could be just a Bama guy and stick it out. But that would also be like the last. Oh yeah, Daniel Hill too. I forgot about Daniel Hill. Yep. And I've been watching him fall camp, looking fantastic. So, just wait and play it out. That's also, keep in mind, if that happens, there's going to be more of that Alabama can't recruit the state of Alabama crap. But don't let it bother you. That's just right now. That's just this class. It's not going to last long. So, Jimmy,
that's what I was laughing at.
I love it, Jimmy. I love you. Took a bite out of that.
But while we're playing in the comments,
about cell phones.
Oh, here we go. While we're playing in the comments, look, you can find us all. You can find us all over at Waaaay Offsides Chris, Waaaay Offsides Bill, Waaaay Offsides Cotton, and Waaaay Offsides Jeff over on the Twitter. Waaaay Offsides Chris and Waaaay Offsides Cotton on the TikTok. We have a Facebook and an Instagram. You can email us at wayaayoffsides. That's with 4 A's at gmail.com. 4 A's, just like the word Alabama.
That's right.
Alabama.
That was a happy accident, but it works.
That's it. We had no idea until Bill told us the other night.
Yeah, I was like, hey, all right. Guys, we got a After Dark this week on Wednesday night. It'll be at 9 p.m. Central Time. After Dark is a fun, unhinged show. You think we're being goofy right now? Wait till After Dark. Everybody just says whatever they want. I always like to say the show's made up and the points don't matter. It is just a fun time to be, I don't know, man, just be entertained and enjoy each other. And then our regular weekly live is on Thursday. That'll be at 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll have Nick Kelly on this week. We'll be talking fall ball, looking towards the start of the season. Any recruiting updates or any news, trust me, we're all digging hard throughout the week.
Everybody loves recruiting.
Yeah. Obviously, the best way to find it. That was Chris. We're actually working on getting him on the show here and vice versa. Yeah, we love what he's doing, man. That guy's fantastic. And so 3 of the A's are silent. But yeah, our live show is Thursday night. We got a lot planned. We're digging all week looking for news. The best way, if we will do shorts or pop-ins here or there. So if you hit the notification bell on YouTube, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell. You won't miss it. Yeah, that's a good question. We're going to get to that in just a second before we end.
But for real quick, I want you talking about doing shorts, and we're talking. Yes. I want to give a shout out to Zachary because he is on top of everything.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Zach makes so like I stress out during the day about missing pertinent information at my regular job. All I gotta do is open Twitter and go to DMs, and Zach's got it sent to me. I'm like,
he does.
Zach is the man. And so yeah, we're squared away there. Let's talk about this before we hang up. Michigan.
Ooh, that's a
Coach Sharon deleted 52 text messages, something like
that.
They're in some hot water, man. They're gonna, but look, what's gonna happen is they're gonna vacate some wins. They're gonna get a postseason ban, and they're gonna get a little asterisk next to their national championship. But really, does it matter right now? Because Michigan's kind of fallen off in the last few months. It's almost like they didn't win a national championship, sadly. I mean, I don't give a crap, but for them, it kind of sucks, Nobody's talking about Michigan. And I get it that they've been dominant over Ohio State for the last few years, but I think that momentum is shifting. And now you introduce Oregon into their conference, man, and they do not have it easy. So,
I mean, but what does the NCAA do now? I mean,
nothing. The NCAA.
You can't strip them with a title.
No, you can't. I mean, they're going.
Who do you give it to?
Nobody. Yeah, I mean, it would have. If you're going to use the successor, it would be Washington, but.
Yeah,
which would be hilarious because then Alabama's head coach would have won a national championship at another school.
Yeah, but they were also cheating when they played Bama. So
probably
does Nick Saban and DeBoer like get in the UFC, the octagon, and fight it out?
Probably not.
Or do they arm wrestle?
I don't know, man. Maybe they go golf it out to see who wins. Eric, we did see this. We were talking about it a couple nights ago. It's a big deal. I don't want that national championship, to be honest. I think it would be hilarious if they ended up having to like give it to Washington, and Kalen DeBoer has a national championship. And then, the whole Nick Saban thing, he won one at LSU, then comes to Alabama. It would piss a lot of people off. I'm here for that. Oh, bloody. Okay. Jimmy, this ain't after dark, man. What's up, Tim? Let's see. Kalen being at Bama right now has to have a feeling like a young boy in a candy store. Yes, a young boy sweating his tail off in a candy store, because I don't know if you guys have seen Kalen DeBoer on the field during practice, but that man is dying. Somebody make sure he is full of fluid. We cannot lose our head coach.
No, definitely not.
No, you're good. You're good, Jimmy.
Hey, why don't you play that thing that tells them how to hit the bell and subscribe and all that good
I
stuff.
forgot we have that video.
Yeah,
I went through all that trouble to make it. Here, you talk them through it, Chris.
All right. Hey, don't forget, get over to YouTube, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when we're coming on. Share us, get your mom and them to, get them to sub. You know what? How about this? Copy the link and share it. Send it out in a text message to 20 people. 20 people. And if you send us the proof that you did it, we'll gift them 3 months membership.
Okay, cool. I'm down with that.
I want to see picture proof.
Yeah, you're gonna need that during football season.
Spam them with it.
So, okay, guys. I think that'll do it. What's up, Southern Red? We missed you. Happy to have you.
You made it in last minute.
He said, "Always better late than never." Well, you're late. We're about to stop. But all right, guys. Join us later on in the week for After Dark. If you've never done After Dark before, you need to do it. It's a good time. Pull up a drink.
You never know. Strippers may show up. I mean, you never know.
Fire Bill. Who knows what's going to happen this week?
I've been wanting to do that for decades.
It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Thanks, Brock. Thank you, Brock. We love you, Brock. All right, guys. Take care. As always, you know the drill.
Wash your Bibles. Read your hands.
Say your prayers. Wash your hands. Read your Bibles. Horns down. Beat Auburn and LSU.
F them trees.
F them trees and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.